Alright, this is Severed Steel. I got it free on Epic Games Store. I have tried this demo sometime in the past, and something about it just never really got me into it. It's free demo, I believe, on Steam. Settings here, games have quite a lot of things here. I'm gonna leave them right now for just the default. Downside. So default graphic is pretty much pumped up. I have my FPS meter, you can't see it, but fine. If I do one, okay, interesting. Ambient, blah blah, everything pretty much turned up. I turn off settings that I don't like. I'm not gonna use that. I don't. Enemy outline effects. Turn down the flashing effects a little bit. I've enabled this, but it is. Oh, right, exactly. No, that's correctly. Enable the screen. Here we go. I'll leave the camera roll on. For the setting, right here, you can tweak them a lot. Quite a bit. They were quite loud in game. I'm not using gamepads. I can't. No, seems like you can rebind keys with nice controls here. I'm gonna try with toggle bullet time just because my Steam controller settings hopefully work good. Haven't changed any of the settings here, but quick trying just to see that everything was working. There was something about the controls that didn't really get a good feel for. It did not feel was something that didn't really felt smoothly optimized by the controls. I would have want to tweak that, but let's move on. Also, oh, I can. Well, let's just get into the campaign, I guess. It's supposed to be a pretty short campaign, but I'm just gonna do let's try here for maybe about an hour. We'll see. But you have a level editor, other mode, and some other mode, but let's campaign it. We're gonna start a new game, so we get the tutorial and everything from the beginning. Running this in 4K ultra wide, super ultra wide, 32:9 resolution. Nice with everything. I've cut it down for YouTube, so if there are HUDs on the sides, you might not see those, but see what happens. And I leave it on the default difficulty. Because it seems to be a game that is about replayability, like try, like you do several tries, you go into a room, you get killed, you quickly retry it, a little bit like the Ghost Runner difficulty game, but we'll see what happens. I'm gonna keep the default difficulty, at least. Some kind of story here. We have lost one of our hands, right? Kind of art book style, comic book style introduction here. Not far. Trash compactor, right? We have the introduction starting. Probably could do that too. It also is a little bit weird. I'm running this in window mode and I can see it accidentally. Let's see if I can do this. It's activating my Windows bar. This is it. Okay, let's this. I'm trying to tweak everything. What we can do is start off. Probably can do this. Start off press. Go. Right. Learning something. Oh, that looks weird. Have a kick and a use button, but not pick. But you can't. This is a bit sad. I would like to be able to pick up guns and like that with the E and throw them when they are empty. That I don't know. Something here is just not super smooth. Yep. Have a dive button. Interesting. It's a very interesting movement. It's just I haven't really gotten a great like feel for it, unfortunately. I don't know what it is. Probably could raise the level of the audio a little bit. Here we come to the dodging of the bullets when it starts getting interesting. Hold right mouse button. Well, I turn on toggle. Maybe toggle will work good for bullets. I don't know. Yeah, I think toggle is gonna be better for my Steam controller setup, because if I'm holding and the default, I could obviously change it, but if I'm holding is the left trigger, the default for me as the right mouse button to activate turbo slow-mo time. And then I have dive on the left trigger. I can't really use them both at the same time by holding. So toggle probably work back there. I could have swapped them so that the left trigger would have been like a dive. Then the left button would have just been holding for activate slow-mo. But I don't know, I think just having a toggle turbo might be working just as good. But yeah, it's just something about okay, I would like to use the E to pick up a weapon, but there is a different button that you have to have a separate button to pick up weapons. Because if you set pick up weapon and use to the same, you will pick up the weapon, yes, but you will also every time kick. It gets a little bit of annoying. So it's I don't know how to really a good way to do this. Probably it would have been better to have kick on a separate button and use and pick up on the same button. But unfortunately the game decided to have use and the kick on the same button for some reason.
Squad, get to cover!
Okay, here we are. This is the longest place that I got to, and enter the hatch. This is where actually I'm not sure where to go right now. That's the thing. Enter the hatch, which is quite annoying here. There we go, okay. What am I supposed to go up? Or, okay, yeah, there we go. Interesting music. If you like the music, if you know, you're probably gonna enjoy it, but I can see this not being music that everyone likes. Yeah, I don't know, it's something about this game that just doesn't really appeal to me, and I have no idea why. It has like crazy movement and everything, so you know, it should be my type of game, but just really, I don't know, it's something with movement and everything just doesn't feel fluid for me. Kind of weird. I'm not certain about like the slow-mo. How long can I use slow-mo? Oh, there we go, that's some kind of timer. There's no like slow-mo meter or anything. I couldn't activate slow-mo again there. But I'm not certain how much slow-mo I have or anything. I don't know if it's regenerating health either or what's going on. But yeah, it is like, you know, trial and error kind of game. You play the same room, you try different angles, attack, and trying to figure it out. But I don't know, I'm not really just feeling it. It is, you know, it's a simple graphic, but it's nothing wrong with the graphical style here. It's just if you... I think trying the demo is going to be your best shot. See if you like the movements, tech and everything. It's a very fast-paced game also. And this is on the easier difficulty, and dying quite a lot here. Something I wanted to do here. What the hell was it? Something. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. I wanted to do something here. Don't know if you can weapon swap cycle weapons. Don't know about that. Yeah, yeah, again, it's just... oh, right, that was the thing. There we go. The graphics. So I want to see the difference. Don't see any difference. Okay, interesting. What type of gun do I have? That's was not a crazy good feeling shooting here. No. Destroy the piston. Oh, is it like that? Okay. Yeah, I'm just not. Definitely not. Just not feeling this game. No idea why. I'm sure it's probably some of you just love this, but I don't know. It's just something with the movement and the shooting that just does not feel fluid and satisfying. Especially the shooting here. Huh. This should be a game that I would be enjoying, you know, FPS game. Quite fast, you have some cool tech for movement. Some slow-mo effect. But it just does not feel, I don't know, I can't pinpoint what it is. I just can't. Graphically, I have nothing against it. Not musically wise. I'm not a fan of the woo. Not a fan of the gun, sound of the gun and the feel of the gun. Yeah, that's probably would have needed to change this to be something else. And the kick be a different button. Probably gonna use kick less. Yeah. Probably want to pick up gun to be this one. The F. Then we probably want that one to be what? To be kick, maybe? But then throwing guns is not gonna feel that great. Yeah, it's just something with the controls here. I can't really get them in a good way for me to get the fluidity going here. I'm trying to figure out how I can change the controls, but how the pickup and throwing works, the weapon system here. To get that going in a nice, good, quick, smooth motion for me, I don't think I can get it going. At least not. Maybe for mouse and keyboard you have a different experience. But for the Steam controller here, the controller in general, I can't figure out how to map the controllers in a good way to be enjoyable for me. I'm trying to think of like how to use the hold bindings and like how to use fuel bindings on like one button. And there are ways that I can do it, but I think that it would hinder my progress. Hard to tell. Okay, so you can just quick swap now. I think that's better for me. Get out, okay. Why did... Okay, this is still a tutorial, so... I'm sure if you think that this looks interesting to you, you should try the demo for yourself. For me, basically, it comes down to how to get like the movement synced up a good way for me still. And I still need to map another button here. Whatever, kill them all. Okay. Because it is definitely, you know, an interesting one. It is very interesting. It seems that it has a lot of potential. I just need to like somehow get the movement tech down. Okay, being pretty decent here. More fun this with this just trying to just the pure shooting here. Get out. Where is my out? That's the way, okay. I can see, you know, you loving this game. I'm still just trying to figure out the movement back here, so... couldn't read that little info help. Or the samples. So I think I tried the demo and this was like the exact like the same thing. Let's see if this, yeah, it's auto regenerating health. Okay, we can't. Okay, more samples somewhere. I don't know what's going on here. I think I'm dying. I'm just not sure where the hell I am or anything. Yeah, it's something with the level design here that seems confusing. How many samples is it? Like 4 samples? Kind of confusing about this level. A little bit doing a little bit better with doing a little bit better with just Mina, but it's still not good. Don't know if it's wow. Can change the difficulty, that's interesting. Okay. Can lower the difficulty, but it's... Can't press escape to get out of this menu. That's weird. Oh, I can. Wow. A little bit weird glitch there. Yeah, I don't know. Interesting graphics, and if you run this in DirectX 12, it's supposed to have like ray trace reflections. I would have liked to try it with that. Game has great performance. I'm running this without problems on my RTX 3070 and the AMD Ryzen 5600X, and with 3600 32GB of RAM, and it's pegged at 116 frames that I'm locking it to for using to optimally work, and the GPU utilization around 60%. CPU is pretty light, using maybe around 3 threads. Dead. Yeah. No. I'm just not getting a feel for this game. It's weird. It's a shame. I do love it. That's just an absolute personal thing. It has a lot of cool movement tech. And you're into games that are a bit more challenging with, you know, trial and error. Lots of like different ways for you to approach a battle. That could be a really great game for you to try this one. You have bullet time, you know, slow-mo effects, and there's a lot of craziness going on. But yeah, definitely very challenging. A lot of different movements, style and things to do. This is for if you like quick, snappy, shooter thing, dodge, roll, craziness. It's fun, but I like the turbo overkill's fastness and movement and tech appealed more to me than this one. It's something with the graphical style here that is. Let's see, outline. Game, is it game settings? Does this change? No, it doesn't change. Only the HUD. Yeah. Yeah, something that just is not working here. How do I get out of here? Quite a confusing map. How the hell do I get out of here? Here we go. Alright, okay, that's the way back. I'm sure I'm doing a terrible job, and that is fine. Absolutely fine. Oh, right, I can kick this one open, maybe. I'm sure that I will, you know, get by this eventually. Oh, they got me. I'm getting destroyed. They're definitely getting destroyed here. So I don't know if the enemies will like respawn. Does it say that in the difficulty? Blah blah blah. Okay, so going into the difficulties, difficulty menu, and then escape will not work to get back to the game. Hopefully, like, you can take out all the enemies for like a more easier experience. Now we're supposed to get out. There we go. We made it through. Maybe we should try to take out all the enemies to see if you can do that in this one and then end it here. See if it gets like easier to progress for me. right. The wrong button. It is definitely a very interesting game here. You just gotta be into this kind of movement tech and everything. I think I'm doing a little bit better when I'm just trying to take out the enemies first. Yeah, it's going a little bit better now when I'm trying to focus more on like taking out the enemies instead of just doing like objectives. I do see the charm if I'm complaining. It's just because it is like a game I wanted to really love from the get-go. But this might be a game that you need to play, to be the one that can play even if it doesn't feel right from the beginning. And the more you play it, the more fun it's gonna become. The movement's gonna be more fluid. You're gonna get more aware of how the enemy AI is gonna be reacting, how the kind of like the layout of the maps are built. I definitely feel it here in the last room here that it felt more of a little bit more fluid, a little bit more of okay. Still not like a game that like oomps into me like in a really great way. I don't think I want that better. I'm not 100% with the shooting. The guns feels a little bit weak. Okay, I messed that one up. Let's try a little bit more here. This campaign probably would be more around 6 to 8 hours for me because I'm not doing very well here. Yeah, it's growing a little bit on me. Still not really like 100% feeling it. Ooh, yeah, yeah. It's a nice, like the dive thing and everything here. Slide, so it's definitely it's growing on me. The more I kind of like play it and trying to get used to it more. There is still like a weapon thing that I not really mastered or gotten yet, and there's also the throwing of the gun. It definitely is something about like the buttons technique, how to map it correctly for me on my screen controller and everything that just I haven't figured out yet. But you know, like this, like a dive thing is definitely really like a fun movement thing to have. Yes, interesting weapon here. So I can see why it's being, you know, a lot of good reviews and everything. There's a lot of cool things going for it. That being light up so cool. Oh, that's okay. The same gun that I have apparently. Oh, wait a minute. Probably going the wrong way, right? Yeah. Whoop. Okay, we got it. I haven't used wall kicking that much. Like the cutscene here, I have nothing against like this comic book art style cutscene. Really interesting ones. So yeah, again, if I'm sounding like a negative, it's definitely not a negative against this game. It's more me personal thing. And I'm wondering if they could have tweaked some with the movements, the button layouts a little bit, just to get that really oomph. It is a very difficult, definitely challenging game. When maybe not very difficult, but a challenging game. And it's this trial and error kind of thing. You restart the levels very quickly. There even is a quick restart button, like this. So if you feel that you really quickly need to just get back to the reset point. Graphically, it's a simple graphic style game. And the audio is definitely going to be like a personal thing if you like it or not. Okay, here we have a different weapon. Okay. Because it has like some kind of like destructible thing here. And this is where I was a little bit like not certain how it would play out, because now I have a different button that I need to map. And do I want it to have... it's yeah, it's something with the how everything comes together for me to map it to the Steam controller that is just annoying me a little bit, that I can feel that I could get this movement great. I just would need like either the game to change something about the mapping or movement tech, or for me to just get an like a light bulb above my head, but oh, this is how I'm gonna map it to the controller. It's gonna be awesome. There's also another thing that I haven't unlocked yet. Here we have, okay, the flashlight. Am I gonna use this ever? What button do I want that mapped to? And that one, how often am I going to use the middle mouse? Yeah. Maybe you're supposed to do this, maybe not. I don't know. I did wall kick there. Destroy fan power. It has some really cool tech and everything to it. I just want to get it down. Not certain how, just at the world. Not certain how to get everything down. Sweet. Fall down when? Descend. Okay, we get one down. And burn through the floor, the wall. Oh, okay. Oh, so I was done for the day.
Search the area.
Oh, okay, I had no gun. Interesting. Okay, we got one down. I'm gonna end this let's try pretty soon here if I can maybe do this stage. Yeah. Interesting. Interesting game here. I just haven't there's something that again that just it's just it just stops me from getting into it. Okay, descent. Where? Oh wait, something. No? I don't have any more the middle. Interesting. Sure. The more you get into the shooting of the getting all the movement tech down, you know, the more fun you're gonna have. Okay, so I'm guessing you get this weapon by by shooting enemies. Yeah, it's really nice when it comes together. It's really definitely feels so great, and it's just about trying to figure out for me how to like map stuff to my controller to really get it. Oh, okay, that was just the end of the level. So I think we're gonna stop it here. Go to the main menu. I might play a little bit more of this, keeping it installed. I don't know, I'm not doing really good at it at the moment. I haven't really got that kind of like light bulb idea how to map it to the Steam controller here to really get into the fightings. But you know, if you like this trial and error, quick, you know, game where you can attack from various different ways, and you know, you have that nice little, you know, slow-mo time and everything, and you can even turn it on the lowest, and you have infinite amount of slow-mo time. So there is good difficulty option, definitely. This is probably a good starting point if you are the one that I choose, if you are used to FPS games. And definitely a good tip for if you want it to be just easy and not just speedrunning it is to go for taking out the enemies and then do like destroying the stuff, because that way it gets much easier. I don't see this as a problem for me to like get through this main campaign and stuff like that, and that's probably what I'm gonna do. Just don't know if it's gonna be fun for anyone to watch it. You can request it, but I am quite ahead with buffering a video, so fortunately, so I might, when the time you comment that you want to see it, I might have already uninstalled it or completed it, especially since it's being very short. I might do a let's try more, just to see and to show off more, and because this is a game I feel that the better you get, the more fun it gets, and it might not click from the get-go since you have all of them, pretty much all the movement tech at once. You don't get eased into it, so that might have a little bit of a highest difficulty ceiling to like get past, with double jump, wall jump, kicking to get higher, slide, and you have the dive technique, and you know, combine that with being able to toss guns, kick enemies, shoot enemies, you know, have the toss gun at enemies and grab guns and different ones with slow-mo time, and this difficulty, you know, the more enemy you kill, the more slow-mo time you get, which means that you might have to, you know, turn slow-mo on and off. Is it depending on how good you're doing, so it might be a lot of thing if you are just jumping into the game, but if you give it time, if you are patient, it doesn't click for you right away, you're going to have more and more and more fun the better you get at it. But it might be deep to just jump into a game like that for everyone. Me, it's mostly trying to just overcome how to in the best way set up my Steam controller. I do feel that they could have tweaked something with how stuff worked, like the dive technique example. They had that if you jump and then press crouch in air, made you do a dive, that would have made one of the button inputs just not being necessary. Meaning it would have been easier to map it to both for me to use on a keyboard and mouse, and also to use it on the Steam controller or any controller. And it would have probably felt more fluid than to have a separate dive button. But the dive button, I can see the charm in it because you can run and quickly dive with the button press through a window. But I would have preferred to just quickly press maybe slow-mo to make it easier also. But to quickly press jump and then crouch to do like a quick dive forward instead. And if I only press crouch, I would have only done like the sliding. For me, that would have speed up a button press and made it feel a little bit more fluid to me. And again, if you know, you could always have used like the slow-mo and then the jump and the crouch to do a quick dive through a window anyways. Really cool manner. I would have preferred that, but we are all different, and I can definitely see the charm for just a quick jump dive button. This is just a personal thing, because I mentioned this earlier, I think a game should strive to have as few buttons necessary. Obviously you should utilize buttons, but you shouldn't overutilize them, and in this case I think they could really have done without that. For me personally, for me to have more fun, it would have been a great thing, because I'm just so used by a classic game that you could jump crouch, and I crouch jump anyway, so I'm used to pressing jump and crouch in a quick success. But for a new player, having just a dive button is definitely going to be a, you know, a nicer, easier one. So it's a preference thing. And again, you have this pick up and kick, and then you have your use, and I guess pick up No, it's use and kick on the same button, but not the pickup, and I would have think it would have been probably better to have pick up and use on one button and then have a kick on the separate. Mapping could have been easier for me than to have the kick and use. I don't know. Tweaking there, the only thing, biggest thing for me here is the tweaking of some stuff, and maybe the color scheme of the levels. I'm not the levels are very simple but still a little bit, the contrast between some of the walls and glass and stuff I would have think could have been improved. It's interesting for what it is, but this is kind of like a game where I can see people going in and just quickly not want to play more, and people going in and having more fun the more they play it. So I can't recommend this to everyone, but I'm not going to be I'm not negative about it. It's not a diss. It's it has some really cool stuff in it. I think it could have been even cooler with some tweaking for me personally. But there, hopefully I will link below to the demo for you to try, and it's fairly priced. I think it's $20, and if you know, this is a game where you replay it to attack it, you know, different rooms in different ways. It's about the replayability, even if it's short and you have the extra stuff to try out. Road steel, I don't know exactly what that is, and you have the firefight. Yeah, this was gonna add some extra things to do. Trying to get this one. Get this kind of like achievements thing. And yeah, for high score runs and stuff like that. So that is a game, obviously. So it's a good price for that. It's a good chunk of time for you. You don't get this game for just campaign, most likely. And it's on sale. Pretty sure it's gonna be on sale again. Right now when I'm doing this video for 50%. So $10, definitely a good price for everything. I had one crash, but it hasn't crashed this time, so that's nice. And yeah, option wise it's alright. Performance wise it's great for you know, probably mid-end computers, and probably runnable at 60 frames on lower end computer also, so that's good. This is graphically a very simple thing that you might or might not like. Again, and the audio, the music definitely is, you know, you might like it, love it, or hate it. It's such a personal thing. I don't feel personally that the music is anything that are crazy great, but it fits, it's good, alright. Not like what I would have been like, this is amazing. But that's again is a personal preference things. Nothing that I feel that this audio, this music isn't something it's gonna be that you're gonna be discussing after the game's over, that oh my god, this audio and this is amazing, and the gunplay feels a little bit stiff. Some guns had a little bit of recoil, some had none. The feedback from the shooting wasn't amazing. That probably is the biggest thing, that if I were to mention something negative, the gunplay and how the gun felt could be oofed up. And again, you can only have one gun at a time, as far as I can tell. And that might be something, again, that puts you off from this game, or that you think is a really cool thing to, you know, attack some enemy, get the enemy's gun. Now you can attack other enemies with that gun, or to get their guns. So yeah. That's the sum up of everything here. It's not for everyone, this game. But if it is for you, you're probably gonna have a ton of fun with it. And I think I'm gonna see if quick look at the review of this, because I think it got some interesting good reviews. So this is just a let's try. So If I just could have gotten the movement down a little bit different, I would have loved it. Now it's just in the middle for me. I'm gonna play more, but I'm not super drawn into it like in Turbo Overkill or Doom 2016. So yeah, let's end this video with that. I hope it helped you see the game a little bit. Maybe you try it yourself, and hope to see you in the future videos. You can always, you know, thumbs up, thumbs down, follow the channel and all that blah blah, depending on what you want. And thank you for watching, and hope to, you know, hope you to see you in another video, comments, you know, whatever. Have a great day.